The Equator line in the season finale of Severance Season 2 is incredible, and I think it sums up what the entire next season is going to be about. Let's talk about it. Near the beginning of the episode, as Mark is finalizing Cold Harbor, Helly says that she's been thinking of other places besides Delaware, and she thinks of the Equator, and neither of them really know what the Equator is. They muse that it could be a building, or perhaps a building so big that it's a continent. And then right before Mark takes off to save Gemma, Helly says to Mark, "See you at the Equator." He responds, "See you at the Equator." The next time that they see each other is when Mark decides to stay on the severed floor with Helly. This is their Equator. Let me explain. At this point, Mark is refusing to go home, not only to be with Gemma, but period. He is no longer allowing his Audi to exist, just as his Audi was trying to do with him. The severed floor is now a building that has become a continent, and it's interesting to note that they call it the Equator. The Equator divides the world in half perfectly. It's like Mark is split in two. This comes back to Helly's line, "They give us half a life and think we won't fight for it." So season 3 is going to be all power to the innies. I believe they're going to try to live full, complete lives, develop a society. And the critique that I get from people, they say, what about the glass glow block? Couldn't they just switch the Audis and put them down there? But you realize how ridiculous that is, because A, just throwing an Audi onto the severed floor with no context, which is what they would do. They can't organize with them beforehand. The only reason the glass glow block worked with Helly is because Helena knew what was going on. So when the Audi appeared on the severed floor, she knew why she was down there. You couldn't just do that with any random Audi and think that they're not going to go to the authorities and explain what they saw down on the severed floor. Other people have also said, well, can't they just turn the innies off? Once again, if you turn all the innies off, and it's just Audis down there, or if you turn them off in the sense that they're not alive anymore, all those people on the outside world are going to wonder where these people went. It would destroy Lumen. So no, I think it's very, very possible that the innies could essentially run the severed floor and try to develop a life and have some bargaining with Lumen.